Morning, everybody. I got a few charts to go over. Thank you for tuning in, checking out my videos, and for anybody new to checking them out, I referenced the yearly chart, the 20, the 50, and the 200-day moving average. So I'm going to start off with ZNOG. I've highlighted this one in the past. It had a great run. Did hit 62 cents a week or so ago and had a pullback like I kind of expected it to. It closed at 53 cents yesterday. On the pullback, it tested the 20-day moving average. That's exactly what you want to see on a healthy chart. The 20, the 50, and the 200 are all stacked up with the 20 on top, 50 in the middle, and the 200 on the bottom. Now that is the sign of a great, steady, healthy chart for some time. It's very bullish. It tested the 20-day moving average, and it's bounced back, and it looks like it wants to test those highs again. A dollar, down the line is possible. I'm not obviously saying it's going to get there, but I definitely think it's going to start testing the 62 cent highs in the chart. So the next one is JUNS, 25 cents a share. This one's been pushed down by the 20 and the 50-day moving average, which what I mean by that is it was, I think, around a dollar, maybe $1.40 range, and the price could not get above it, and as the moving average drops, the price drops with it. It can't get over it, and it kind of gets trapped. So it seemed to find a strong bottom on the chart. 25 cents is definitely looks like a support line. A drop below that, I would definitely probably take a pause on it, but it looks like it had some interesting pre-market. I know pre-market's about 7 for a lot of people, but 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm usually up having coffee, and there's some traders that can start trading at 4, and probably had a couple 100,000 shares traded, which seemed like quite a bit for this company that early in the morning. So I think some people might be loading this one and getting ready for a run. So they got the 20-day moving average is sitting at 29 cents. The 50 is at 35 cents. I think a move above 35 cents, so this one can really catch fire. So like I said, anything below it, anything below 25, I take a pause, but anything above it, I definitely, I added some couple times already above 25 cents. So I like this one a lot. There's no chance of delisting or any offerings. I've checked that out anytime soon. So, it's basically all it needs is a little bit of buying volume, and this can really pop. So LASE is another one, 313. I've highlighted this one. It's been an incredible run. You could see a pullback on this because of the strong run. When I see like 3 straight days of strong runs, you expect a pullback. It could test the 200-day moving average, which sits around 226. A drop below 220, I would probably exit, for now until it settles, or at least take a pause on buying into it. But I would expect a pullback, and it might not even come back that far, to be honest with you. But with such a strong run, I want to see if that support line can hold. But I think it could test, the highs on the chart, I think, is around 450. So if it can hold that support line, and heck, it could just take off again on another strong day. But at some point, it's got to take a pause. Today could be the day, but as long as it holds above 226, basically, the chart remains extremely bullish. BRQL is another one I like. It's 25, just about 26 cents a share. It's an interesting drone company. They had some news out yesterday that they ended up basically loaning. That's how I look at it. The Arizona Department of Public Safety, they had a demo out in Arizona, I believe in April. It got a lot of attention. They have some tactical drones that the public safety in Arizona want to basically try out for 45 days. They want to see how it works, how it could help them, and when that takes place, the interest is there, and if you can get some nice contracts that start coming from this. So this one also, they're looking to uplist to a higher exchange, maybe one of the big boards. So it's one to keep a close eye on, because drones are definitely a growing sector, and they have drones that for like I said, for public safety, for they make for the government that help with the defense, and it's wide variety of uses for the drone. So definitely keep an eye on this. I think the 52-week high was around $1.99. So got a long ways to go to get there, obviously, but at the price right here, I think it's an interesting play. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own due diligence, and you don't buy shares just because I mentioned it in the video or on my X feed or anything. So DEVS is another one, 66 cents a share, strong mover. It's working through resistance right now, so you could see a pause on this while it tries to get through it. I'm looking for 60 as support. The 200-day moving average is up around 134. Obviously, I'm not saying it's going to go, run right up there. A break below 50, I would definitely exit. At least take a pause into buying it for a bit until you see what happens with it. But as of right now, it looks pretty strong above 50. TURB, interesting. I like this one a lot. $1.73. It tested the 50-day moving average yesterday. It's looking for a move over it, and the 200-day moving average is up around 227. So that's an interesting. I'm not saying obviously it's running up there, but it's a good target. The way it's moving up the chart, I really like this one a lot. I think it can test it. I think it would really pop with a move above it. So I got my eye on this one. Recent highs around 4. If the 20-day moving average at 144 fails, say it drops below it, I would exit. That would mean the chart's starting to break down, and I would look for other plays. But as of right now, I like this one a lot. ATPC 425 looks like a possible squeeze play. It's kind of like they call jumpy. The price can jump all over the place. It tested 5 yesterday and pulled back. It tested 8 a few different times. I think a move above 8, and it could really go like some of these other low float plays that are out there. The 200-day moving average is 2740. So I think if you pop 11, it can run for a bit. So that's basically, it's sitting at a decent spot right now for a play. So I think anything under 350, I would exit or move on to, instead of buying into that one. But, as of right now, looks pretty solid. OPK is my last one, $1.46, strong move up the chart. 160 is the highs in the chart. Look for a test of it. I think the way it's been trading, I think you're definitely going to see it tested. If it breaks above 160, you could see 2 pretty quick. So I'm going to wrap it up. Have a great trading day, everybody. Check out some of my past videos. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like the channel so you don't miss any of the videos. And I try to get a few out every day. And enjoy your Thursday, everybody.